True. Let's go to Karma Green, we steady on the rise. Digging truth from ancient scenes, we open blinded eyes. Rhyme sharp like pirates' lines, we break the bondage tight. Kamji speaking revolution, keep the fire burning. Chill drums guide our stride, we march with purpose proud. No more silence, we collide, our voices thunder loud. Politics and history, we stitch them in every verse. From Pharaoh's throne to Yaoundé streets, we claim the Kamji verse.
The Cybersecurity Authority is one of the agencies under my ministry, and I'm sure leading up to the Christmas, you guys saw the clampdown we did on cybercrime and fraud and all of that. Part of what we do is also to deal with sextortion and child online protection. In this instance, I'm sure you're referencing the Russian gentleman who came into the country. Yesterday, I caused the ministry to send an invitation to the Russian ambassador. I intend to see him this week and have a conversation with him. We're taking a very strong view of it. The individuals involved are not minors. None of them is a minor. They're grown-up adults who made decisions. What the Cybersecurity Authority is interested in, and my ministry is interested in, is not in the moral judgment of the individuals. It's in the non-consensual sharing of the videos that were posted online. That is a crime. It's not a crime to be able to convince a man or a woman to go into your room with you in 6 minutes. That's not a crime by the law. That's a personal decision to make. But it is a crime to record a person without their consent. And even when you record and keep it on your phone, and the person finds out and reports to us, we will prosecute you and you go to jail. That's the law of the land. Now, you don't just record it, but you go and post it on a website for financial gain. That gentleman will be looked for. We will activate every resource in our disposal, working with Interpol. The way we've worked with Interpol to extradite Ghanaians to other jurisdictions, we will request the Russian authorities, and that's why I've invited the Russian ambassador, to work with our law enforcement. We want the gentleman to come to Ghana, to be brought back to Ghana, extradited to Ghana, for him to face the rigors of our law. Ghanaian citizens, irrespective of their decision making, will be protected by their government. The government of John Dramani Mahama will ensure that every citizen's rights are protected. And you cannot record a citizen without their consent and air that or post that online. That constitutes a crime under the Cyber Crime Offences Act, the Cyber Security Authority Act, CSA Act 1038 of Ghana, passed in 2020 by Parliament. So we will work on it. We're working on it. We'll be with my Lelu team at Cybersecurity is building a full docket. Whether we have the gentleman or not, I intend for us to file a full prosecution. We'll make a representation before the courts, try him in absentia, and get judgment if he fails to show up. But we will not let this go. I mean, my colleague Minister for Gender has issued a statement as well, because most of these victims were women. But we would pursue this to its legal conclusion and ensure that this never happens again. But once again, to our countrymen and women, we urge caution. We urge caution. I mean, we need to be minded about some of these things and careful. But on the legal parts, we will do our part.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Russian pickup artist accused of secretly filming women in Ghana and Kenya. Authorities in Kenya and Ghana are examining reports that a Russian man covertly filmed sexual encounters with women in the two African nations, then shared the footage online without their consent. African and Russian media identified the suspect as a self-styled pickup artist and online blogger in his 30s. The reports claim the man used a pair of sunglasses fitted with a camera to film some encounters and circulated them on social media. though officials have not confirmed this detail. Ghana said it intends to request that the man be extradited from Russia, while Kenya's government says it is pursuing the case with urgency. News reports allege that the suspect had traveled to Ghana to secretly film his interactions with women. An initial investigation has established that the suspect has likely left the country, Ghana's Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection said. It added that the man's departure would not reduce the seriousness of the alleged conduct or the state's responsibility to pursue accountability. Ghanaian Technology Minister Sam George said he had asked the Russian ambassador in the capital, Accra, for Moscow's cooperation in getting justice for the victims. However, Russia does not extradite its citizens, except in extreme circumstances. On Monday, Russia's embassy in Ghana said it had taken note of the reports, but did not state whether the Russian authorities would cooperate with Accra's investigation. George told BBC News that he had invited the Russian ambassador to discuss the alleged incident. Earlier, the minister told reporters, "That gentleman will be looked for. We will activate every resource in our disposal, working with Interpol. We will request the Russian authorities. And that is why I have invited the Russian ambassador to work with our law enforcement. We want the gentleman to be brought back to Ghana, extradited to Ghana for him to face the rigors of our law." George said they would try the suspect in absentia if he failed to return to Ghana. The same man has been accused of committing similar illegal acts in Kenya. Hannah Cheptumo, Kenya's Minister of Gender, Culture and Children's Services, described the incident as a serious case of gender-based violence. In a statement on Monday, Cheptumo added, "Relevant security, investigative and prosecutorial agencies have been directed to pursue the matter with urgency, including collaboration with international authorities, given the cross-border nature of the case." Under Kenya's Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Act of 2018, anyone who publishes intimate images of another person with or without their consent faces up to 2 years in prison. Ghana also introduced new laws under the Cybersecurity Act 2020 to punish those who share nude photos or videos online, especially of women and children, often for revenge or blackmail. Perpetrators face up to 25 years in jail. The authorities in Ghana have been paying increasing attention to online abuse, including sexual extortion and romance scams. There has been an increase in arrests in recent years for these offenses. In 2022, a court sentenced a 22-year-old phone repairer, Solomon Doga, to 14 years in prison for sharing nude images of a Lebanese woman. He pleaded guilty to sexual extortion and non-consensual sharing of intimate images. Correction, 15th of February. An earlier version of this story incorrectly stated that Ghana had requested the extradition of a Russian suspect. A formal request has not been made yet, but the Ghanaian government says it intends to make one.
Let's go to Karma Green, we steady on the rise. Digging truth from ancient scenes, we open blinded eyes. Rhyme sharp like pirates' lines, we break the bondage tight. Kamji speaking revolution, keep the fire burning. Chill drums guide our stride, we march with purpose proud. No more silence, we collide, our voices thunder loud. Politics and history, we stitch them in every verse. From Pharaoh's throne to Yaoundé streets, we claim the Kamji verse.